So let's just very briefly talk about prerequisites. Now that is not super simple, because generally what I would say is have a little bit of experience with programming and with Unity. But what does that mean, a little bit? Now, if you've done things like that, I think you are good to go, and you don't have to worry too much, and you can start the course. Now, if you know how to attach a script to a game object and log out hello world, that would be one of the things that I would actually expect. Another one would be to generally be able to know what a debugger is in programming generally, and to, even if you never used it in Unity, to have the confidence to research that and attach a debugger to a Unity script, because that will be quite useful once we start looking at visual elements in more depth in scripting, to be able to actually see all their properties, see how they change, see when they change. For stuff like that, using a debugger would be a good start. Then I would say we need some knowledge about C# in general, because we will talk a little bit about stuff like inheritance, how those visual elements are actually organized code-wise, what inherits from what, stuff like that. Not too complicated. That's all very basic, but you should at least know that there is something like a class, and a class has a constructor, and that this comes from something that is object-oriented programming. Yeah, and you at least heard of the concept, and you know that when you're writing C# code, then when you create a new class, you know what you're actually creating there, and that this is not just gibberish that doesn't have any meaning to you. And I would say that it would also be good if you then heard of something like generic classes. Now, you don't really necessarily have to use them, but there will be, with some events and some of the coding stuff later in the course, we will come at points where the idea of having classes that can have generic parameters will be important, and this is sort of again connected to this this C# in general and this object-oriented idea a little bit. It would definitely be good if you heard about something like generic classes, but that is the last point. Is like, if you haven't heard it and you will just read a short blog post of 5 minutes about it, I think you will be good to go. But the first 3 points, I would say, are a little bit must-haves. Again, those are things that you can solve with a couple of hours of YouTube tutorials, or a few blog posts that you read, and then you will have a basic understanding of those things. But if you have no idea what this text here means and what those points here mean, then you should do some preparation before you take the course, I think. But apart from that, if all those things are trivially easy to you, and you are bored already, then I think you should have no problem whatsoever with the course. And all of the additional complexity is explained slowly and well enough such that you can follow without a problem, I think. Okay, so that's it for prerequisites. I hope that you understand in what category you fall on this scale, or at least where you would put yourself. And by that, you know if this course might be something for you or not.